Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get you informed fast. Today, we are plunging into, well, the really dynamic world of short-form video. You know, that endless scroll, all that content filling our feeds every day. But behind what looks pretty effortless, there's actually a really complex landscape. Lots of challenges for creators trying to get seen, for platforms dealing with, massive data loads, content moderation, all of it.
It's a huge digital frontier. The scale is just immense. And those performance issues, safety concerns, they're very real. Think about, frustrating load times, buffering, or the really big issue of inappropriate content popping up, or even just managing the sheer volume of video data efficiently. These are not small problems.
Exactly. And that brings us right to our deep dive today, this innovative platform called ReelsPro. It's built as an AI-powered solution for short videos, and it really aims to tackle some of those core challenges head on. Our insights today, just so you know, are drawn from some interesting sources. We've got a detailed GitHub repository and also a pretty comprehensive project presentation PDF. Both give a real look under the hood, so to speak.
Yeah, and our mission here for you, the listener, is basically to unpack ReelsPro. What are its core features? Understand its unique approach, especially with AI, and really discover how it's trying to carve out a distinct space, a potentially much safer space actually, for both creators and viewers.
And here's a little something intriguing about ReelsPro right off the bat. This whole ambitious project, it actually started life as a hackathon entry, which really says something about the focus and the speed of its development.
That's right. It came out of this intense 36-hour sprint. It just shows what a dedicated team can pull off under, incredible pressure.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit more. The short-form video space is, it's crowded, no doubt about it. But it sounds like ReelsPro isn't just, another app in the mix. What specific problems is it really trying to solve here?
Right. It's definitely about targeted solutions, not just adding to the noise.
Yeah.
So one major challenge, like you mentioned, is just managing and streaming all that short-form video content efficiently, making sure the performance is seamless for you. We've all hit that buffering wall, right? ReelsPro prioritizes getting rid of that frustration, making content delivery super smooth. And secondly, and this is really crucial, I think, today it directly takes on that pervasive issue of explicit content online.
Okay, so it's not just about raw speed and efficiency. There's a deliberate focus on the safety and the quality of the whole user experience.
Precisely. It simplifies the entire media management pipeline, which in turn cuts down load times and significantly boosts content delivery globally too. This isn't just a local fix, you see. It's designed for worldwide distribution. That means less manual hassle for creators and a consistently smooth watch experience for you, no matter where you are.
That makes a lot of sense. So, thinking about these problems, who exactly benefits the most from a platform like ReelsPro? Who are they really targeting?
Well, the sources point to three main groups. First, you've got your independent creators. They're always looking for solid platforms, right? Places to showcase their work, grow their audience without constantly worrying about tech glitches or, content nightmares. Second, larger content platforms themselves. They need reliable, efficient video management for their own operations. ReelsPro could potentially be a powerful backend system for them.
Okay, and you said three groups. What's the third?
Developers building video-based web apps. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think, for the wider tech world. ReelsPro is designed, potentially, to be a sort of platform-agnostic backend, meaning developers could use its infrastructure to build their own custom video apps. It goes way beyond just being another social feed for consumers.
The developer angle is really interesting. So it could become kind of like the picks and shovels provider in this video app gold rush, not just another destination.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. It definitely broadens its potential usefulness, moves it into more of a foundational infrastructure role within the whole video ecosystem.
That's fascinating. So definitely not just another TikTok clone then. It has this deeper technical utility. Let's talk about the core functions, the user experience. How does it actually make creating and watching content feel effortless for you, the user?
Right, for creators, it really tries to streamline the workflow. For instance, there's a Chrome extension. Lets you instantly share content from basically anywhere on the web straight to your account. So find something cool, click, share, easy. Plus, simple drag and drop for video uploads makes that first step super straightforward.
And what about using AI for sparking creativity? That sounds useful.
Absolutely. Every creator could use that boost, right? ReelsPro has an AI assistant built in, specifically designed to help generate creative ideas. Think of it like a brainstorming partner who never gets tired. A huge help if you had a creative block. Plus, there's an AI chatbot too, using Groq and the Vercel AI SDK for user help. Makes the platform feel more supportive if you need a quick answer or guidance.
So AI isn't just working behind the scenes, it's actually a tool in your hands. But for video, handling the media itself, that's always a huge performance bottleneck. How does ReelsPro deal with that?
Yeah, that's where ImageKit.io comes in. It acts as this smart media processing hub. It's the piece that makes sure your videos upload smoothly, get automatically optimized for whatever device or connection speed you have, and then load lightning fast. It handles the uploading, the real-time optimization, the management, cutting out a lot of manual steps creators usually face, and ensures you get that optimized viewing experience. And the overall look and feel, the user experience side, it really seems to emphasize a user-friendly interface. Responsive design is key, so it should work nicely whether you're on your phone, tablet, whatever. Desktop too. The UI is modern, built with things like Tailwind CSS, ShadHN, Magic UI, gives it that sleek, intuitive feel. Performance-wise, it uses techniques like server-side rendering, SSR, which basically means pages load incredibly fast because they're kind of pre-built, and it's built for serverless deployment, which means it can scale up or down automatically based on traffic. Super efficient, cost-effective.
Okay, you've mentioned AI-powered quite a bit, and yeah, that's often where the real innovation lies. So let's dig a bit deeper. Beyond the buzzwords, how specifically is ReelsPro using AI to deliver on these promises?
Well, the most prominent AI feature, and probably its biggest differentiator, is the automatic content moderation. And this isn't just like a basic filter. The system uses cutting-edge models, they mentioned Gemini and Groq, and it represents a really proactive approach. It means content isn't just flagged after it's already out there. It's actively screened during upload. The goal is to fundamentally reshape what a safe community looks like online, especially for short video. This could really set a new standard for platform responsibility, fostering an environment, as they put it, without fear of shame and free from explicit stuff.
That's a really ambitious goal, and frankly, much needed in today's online world. How else does AI improve the content or the experience?
It's also used for intelligent tagging and personalization. So AI models automatically generate relevant tags or descriptions for uploaded videos and images. Makes content easier to find. And looking ahead, the plan is for it to analyze your interactions, what you watch, what you like to recommend trending reels, or personalize your feed, giving you a much more tailored experience, hopefully keeping you engaged with stuff you actually enjoy.
And any other future AI plans mentioned?
Yeah, the roadmap talks about things like AI-powered image filters, maybe video upscaling for better quality, even background removal features. So really enhancing that creative toolkit for users down the line.
This deep AI integration, it sounds like it could have a pretty significant economic impact too, particularly for creators.
It certainly could. The sources suggest this level of AI could potentially slash video production costs, maybe by up to 80%, because it automates tasks that usually take a lot of time or need expensive software. And that, in turn, could really boost user engagement. If more creators can make high-quality, relevant content more easily, that has clear economic upsides for everyone involved, creators and the platform itself.
That AI integration sounds incredibly powerful, yeah. But for any platform to scale and deliver reliably, it needs a rock-solid foundation, right? So what are the technical nuts and bolts? What's actually under the hood of ReelsPro?
Right, the foundation looks pretty solid. It's built on a modern web stack. For the front end, the part you interact with, it uses Next.js 15, React 19, and TypeScript. Think of those as the powerful engine and the sleek bodywork. They make sure it's fast, responsive for you, but also scalable for growth, ready to handle potentially millions of videos. Then for handling all that video video data, as we said, ImageKit.io is key. That smart media hub, the AI smarts, the brain, if you will, that's powered by the Groq API and Vercel's AI SDK. All the data user profiles, video details is stored in MongoDB using Mongoose to talk to the database efficiently. For logging in securely, it uses NSFWJS and JWT, keeps your account safe. And for forms, like uploading your settings, React Hook form makes those smooth. The whole thing runs on Vercel, designed for serverless deployment. Again, efficiency and scalability.
That is a properly robust stack. And the project structure itself, how's it organized?
It seems pretty logical, which is good for development and upkeep. You've got separate sections for things like API routes, reusable components like building blocks for the site, special pages for admins, the main application pages you'd use, static assets like images, config files, all clearly laid out. Makes it well structured, easier to maintain.
Okay, so now let's get to that origin story we teased earlier. It's kind of amazing to think this whole platform with all this AI and the robust backend actually came out of a hackathon. Tell us about the team. TechMatrix solvers.
That's quite a story. The team is 4 individuals, really showcasing what you can do with collaborative innovation under pressure. You have Kripanshu Gupta, who focused on the MERN stack, the core server-side stuff. Abhay Gupta, skilled in machine learning and full-stack development. He was key for the backend deployment and integrating the ML. Jay Kumar, also bringing ML and front-end skills, handling the user-facing AI and the interface. And Simran Koshta, a full-stack developer who also worked on MLOps engineering, making sure the machine learning parts integrated and deployed smoothly. They're from Sri Ram Institute of Technology, and Simran also has ties to NIT Calcutta CSE.
And they managed all this in how long?
It was part of the HackSRIT hackathon. The whole development happened within an intensive 26-hour plan, which included everything, setting up the basics like Next.js and ImageKit, implementing the core features like video upload and the feed, polishing the UI, making it responsive, optimizing the media delivery, and then actually deploying the whole application. It's, truly remarkable what they achieved in that short window.
That's an incredible sprint. Seriously impressive. Testament to their skill and vision. So, okay, we've covered a lot of ground. But here's the big question, right? What makes ReelsPro really stand out, especially compared to the giants already dominating short-form video?
I think the main thing is that deep AI integration we talked about, how fundamental it is. See, a lot of platforms might bolt on some basic AI features, but ReelsPro seems to have built AI in from the ground up for automatic tagging, that advanced content moderation, personalized feeds. It's not just an add-on. It feels baked into how it operates, aiming for a genuinely different user experience.
And that content safety point you mentioned earlier, that really felt like a core theme.
It absolutely is. And it's a potentially huge competitive advantage. The no explicit content policy. That's a bold stance, aiming for an environment genuinely free from that kind of stuff and without fear of shame, as the source material puts it. That directly contrasts with the massive ongoing struggles most existing platforms have with managing harmful content at scale.
You also flagged its potential for developers earlier. How big a deal is that for its long-term direction?
I think it's very significant. That potential future as a platform-agnostic backend. That's key. It positions ReelsPro not just as another social feed for you and me, but as a foundational tool. Other innovators could potentially build on top of its system. That's a unique and powerful place to be in the market.
What about the practical side? Scalability, cost-effectiveness, how does it measure up?
Well, being designed for serverless, scalable deployment is a big plus there. It directly translates to more cost-effective growth. As it gets bigger, more users, more content, the infrastructure can expand efficiently without needing massive, expensive upfront investments. That's crucial for long-term survival.
And for the creators, beyond just sharing videos, what else is potentially on offer?
The roadmap shows a clear future focus on actionable analytics and also monetization support. So it goes beyond just being a place to upload clips. It aims to actually empower creators with data, help them understand their audience, and eventually tools to potentially earn money from their work.
Okay, so looking ahead, what does the roadmap look like for ReelsPro? Beyond the hackathon phase, what's the vision for scaling? And how does this fit into the bigger financial picture for this market?
Well, the post-hackathon scaling plan includes expanding those AI capabilities even further, more sophisticated content moderation and curation, and developing comprehensive analytics dashboards to give creators really deep insights into how people are engaging with their content.
And the market context. Is there really space for a player like ReelsPro given the competition?
The numbers suggest there is. The short video market is projected to grow quite a bit, from around $2.2 billion in 2025 to over $3.5 billion by 2029. That's a healthy growth rate, about 12.5% CAGR. So that provides a pretty strong financial backdrop for a platform like ReelsPro, especially one trying to differentiate itself.
And AI's role in that market growth overall?
Yeah, the expectation is that by 2025, AI-driven features things like automated content creation tools, hyper-personalized feed, advanced moderation. They won't be optional extras. They'll be standard. This actually lowers the barrier to entry for new content and should boost engagement generally. ReelsPro, with its focus on AI automation, potentially cutting production costs by up to 80% for creators, remember, is positioned right in the middle of that trend. It helps creators participate more effectively in this growing market.
That's quite an outlook indeed. So just to recap our deep dive today, ReelsPro is this AI-powered platform aiming to, well, shake up short-form video. It's doing that through a unique mix of deep AI integration, a user-focused design, and a really strong, ambitious focus on creating a safer, explicit, content-free community.
Yeah, it's a really interesting case study, isn't it?
Yeah.
How targeted innovation, even starting from a hackathon, can tackle complex, real-world digital problems with a clear vision and, frankly, impressive technical execution.
It definitely raises an important question for you, our listener, to think about. As AI keeps evolving and really starts shaping our online communities and how we create content, do you think these niche, safety-focused platforms like ReelsPro maybe represent the next frontier in digital media? And what might that mean for the kind of content we end up consuming and the kinds of communities we build online? Something to ponder.